Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyler. So kid came late yesterday to visit. We'll be here for about a month. And I really should have done a test run for this thing last week, one or two test run nights, because mostly success, but ended up being a failure point because mosquito. Um it is way too damn hot, and even though it got down to only like I think 63 last night, it was just so damn hot, and I'm not putting a fan in here yet because that'll require a battery or a generator to be used. The only thing that I'm worried about power right now is keeping my phone charged in case of emergency since the kid's here, if I have to be reached like that. But, so that was an unpleasant thing to find out last night, and I technically went to bed early because I tended to go to bed early because I didn't know what being out here at night was going to be like, because day and night's obviously different. It's day and night. But that bed that I've made, the bed frame, I really need to invest in some sort of foam bed piece thing so it's not nearly stiff, because it just made it uncomfortable. And I'm willing to do a lot of things during my for myself and whatnot, but or deal with certain things, but I gotta have a comfortable place to sleep. That's one of those few things that I've gotten older. I gotta have somewhere comfortable to sleep. And third complaint is I would I, I'm not worried about wildlife and stuff. I know stuff happens out here and whatnot between the hours of like 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. I know things exist out here, things move. That's nature for you. What I did not anticipate was how damn loud it was going to be. Um, I heard stuff moving the several hours that I was out here last night. I came out here just past 9 and I went back inside around 2 sounds right. I'm gonna be honest, I'm one of those people that normally, just because of how I am, I keep track of time during the day because I like to know what time it is for the most part. But after the clock strikes midnight, whatever happens between midnight and 7, 8 a.m. doesn't really exist for me because I don't pay attention to the clock during those hours. I just, man. The only reason why I know roughly 2 a.m. last night is because I happened to check the phone as I was walking inside, because I decided that I was not going to have one of those days where I wound up staying up all damn night just because it was an uncomfortable situation. I decided to, so that was what, right at a little bit over 5 hours, which isn't terrible. Um, what that has told me is that or and I wanted to cut my losses before daylight showed back up, because I like to at least get a couple hours of sleep so that I can at least function and be a polite human being. Um, so yeah, I managed to get so I cut here a little past 2. Went inside, tossed and turned on the couch for a couple hours, and I think I dozed off maybe 3 or 4 times between being out here and in there. It was just, I knew that it was going to be a rough experience, but I did not think it was going to be an uncomfortably rough experience. But now that I've had that 5-ish hours of time out here last night, I now know what I need, or I think I know what I need to improve the situation. Hopefully get this tapered out by the next couple of days. I did go ahead and order a hammock with a bug netting on it, which admittedly last night the only real problem I had was like shooing off ants that I got on me. I didn't really have any bad mosquitoes in there, but I'm not sure if I stay in like this area if that'll make a difference or not. But I'm hoping to have that sometime in the next few days because I Walmart plussed it. I think I did. But yeah, we're gonna call that mostly a success. I stayed out here actually longer than I thought I was going to be honest with y'all. What my future plans are for the next roughly 3 weeks that they're here, because I don't think they're leaving until July 5th. I could be wrong on that, but I'm going to keep making adjustments every night until I am out here for a full night, and I'm hoping it takes less than a week for that to happen. I don't know yet, but I'm also debating putting this old mattress that got removed from the house because it lived up to its lifespan. It's one side of its bed basically dead. That's the only side that got used while it was here, and I'm really heavily debating doing something with that over the next day or two, just for comfort. Because like I said, I'm willing to do a lot of stuff a little bit off center, but I gotta be able to sleep and have somewhat comfort in that. That's like a line that I have. But yeah, I just wanted to update y'all about how that went. Once again, I should have done a night or two of a test run last week when I was thinking about it, but I didn't. And now I'm dealing with those consequences because I can't sleep where I normally would prior to yesterday, because they are here occupying the bedroom situation that I will probably be going back to in about 3.5 weeks. But until then, I gotta make do with this. I think that's a tidy sum of how that went. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna follow along for motivation, whatever. This is time to build it, breaks, build it back up again, send it, and peace, jazz, and all the jazz.